even not just the level of opponents, but the fact that you're back on LAN, right? This is only Dog's third LAN ever, so you've got to keep that in mind. And he's not flustered by the cameras and the people waving in your face and the players that should be screaming on the other side, but have yet to do so. It's going to be fast towards Dark for Donk, as only one man sits on that B bomb site. It's Ema. A bit of aggression from NAVI come through A, but Spirit are very spread right now. They're far from committed.
Oh, a clean opener from JL. He was the guy laying down the pain for NAVI on that last map. He starts this one off nicely, claiming a 5v4 on that pick in mid. He even goes back in for more. Double dipping is JL. Always risky business. Team Spirit, in the meantime, have gotten out in towards B. There's only Ema here in a kind of retake setup, watching it back at the cave. He's going to get smoked off, so won't be able to play into this till that bomb goes down. Na'Vi will just look to group here, 5v4. They pull everyone over. And now they look to begin the retake. One flash on Alexi, smoke as well. That can either be used for the bomb or to lock off one of these angles. More likely the former. Flash comes out, Donk swings and falls. Zontix now from down in dark tries to thin the herd, tries to make life a little easier for Shiro. 1v3 with a P250. He would have to do it again, just like how he started Ancient, and this time he's locked out of it. It's JL with a commanding pistol round, 4 kills strong to find that first for Na'Vi.
Yeah, first blood in middle, and then the reroute back into B with the P250. Very nice work for JL. He was the kind of only guy that was shooting for Na'Vi in that previous map, right? It took way too long for Ema to get activated, and didn't really get many orbs for Wonderful either with that T side.
Bit tucked in the corner here, JL close by, ready to assist should he need to. He's tucked in behind the fountain. Bit takes contact, dropped out, and that's a double opener from this dastardly duo that Spirit have in their back pocket. A site cracked wide open, and Spirit also win the fight out towards B. They're in a position where they could assault either side, but this leaves them spread thin, and Wonderful takes advantage of that. 2 kills from the heavens as Spirit tried looping back over the way. They lose control of the site.
It's still fine. They just need to group and go together, right? The fear is that both players are here, but they heard Alexi recently smoke B, so there's still good timing for Spirit, and Na'Vi have actually gambled wrong. They move both players back to that B bomb site with Spirit going cold, and that will be the round. The force buy picked up by Spirit. There, it's not going to cost Spirit much. They peak in tandem.
The problem is also JL sort of trying to cover camera and A main at the same time to bait for bit. That was always going to be difficult.
They know how slow Spirit are probably going to play on these defaults, and that is a very common position, very nadeable. So nice move from Na'Vi. Spirit still not making it clear where they're going, but this A main take is coming in again, and a trade for Wonderful. The FAMAS can't live to tell the tale. Donk gets that 4-on-3, and they can peel back to B where only Alexi sits.
Well, this isn't going to be easy for Alexi B. I don't want to have to say it, but he's in a bit of a rough spot here. 1 versus 4 as they're moving into his bomb site. Deals with the first, but is insta-traded from the Donk. And so the save call made for Na'Vi.
Not much he can do in that situation.
You feel like guaranteed fights are coming there eventually. They're definitely going to need to figure this out. Spirit will keep exploiting it if they can keep getting favorable trades. They don't even need to commit if Na'Vi are going to give them those fountain fights. Lots of smokes bought on this eco. Na'Vi still have some faith that they can drag it out with the rifles. Don going to head very quick towards A main yet again, just defaulting.
Oh, Ema, hello. Fast run out through dark, and he's taken a lot of space. Ooh. He's going to phase through the smoke. It's being held by Shiro.
Unlucky.
So that's one of the guns lost. Ema trying to make a play, trying to be that spark that ignites this round for Na'Vi. It ends up being a dud.
I respect it.
I've seen this movie.
Yeah. 1v4 at the B site.
R2.
He's getting wrapped upon, and he will falter.
Just very basic for Spirit right now, but it's working wonders. It obviously helps a lot. The Na'Vi, since round 2, or the loss of round 2, haven't had the economy, so Spirit know they can just outgun, and they're just splitting B very easily again.
Right, where Spirit gets a good start early, gets control of the economy, calls from ahead, right, and then they're dictating the pace, and that makes it very difficult for Na'Vi to play. I mean, it makes it very difficult for any team.
I do wonder what will happen when Spirit eventually start on the back foot, right, because it is inevitable. They can't win forever. Let's temper our expectations, right? I know we love this team right now, but they...
better.
Okay.
On the mouse. Here we are, Na'Vi, with their rifles out.
Oh.
And that's not the start.
How's that? It's not only a wallbang, it's also a headshot. How's it either of those things?
CS2, man.
Yeah, that is a wild way for this to open. JL just tried to get the info, man. Just a little jump check in middle, and that's all Shiro needs. The first rifle round is off to a rough start for Na'Vi. Moves have got to be made, and they're trying to make them now. Aggressing up through main. One man there, but it's going to be over in middle where they look to stake their claim, actually. They group up here, flashing bit out into mid. Going to look to re-clear this, make sure that Spirit haven't taken this real estate after that pick.
But again, the patience from Spirit, right? Like, they're just waiting for Na'Vi to make these moves. They're gathering information, plenty of time left. Now they can retake mid, see if Bit can do something here.
Ooh, on the swing, just decapitated Chopper, swinging it round, deals with him. And so now they go into this double stack. Sure, if they commit to the A play, they will be going into the more stacked of the two, but options are still open as Spirit. They throw this in as a bit of a fake. They're going to go back and rejoin Magic's over at this B site, and with Ema getting smoked off, that spam really does just signal the end of the round. Even a kill from Shiro over in middle on that AWP, on a player just taking a peek out from camera. And Na'Vi don't know what just hit them. They get pushed, they get pulled all around the map. And with
these, Ema rotates, so he just calls, guys, come back. Like, pull out, drop, dog, let's go back to B. And it's completely empty. Spirit afforded the ability to rotate out. Some nice exit kills here for Ema, but it's still a very strong start to this map for Team Spirit on the T side of Anubis. 4-1 up. I'm loving the calling.
You know, it's a little wild that Shiro's a part of the hunt at the end, right? Passing that AWP along, and now Wonderful's got it heading into this next round.
Okay, dude. Yeah, please slow that down.
Oh. Oh, yeah, I mean, that's the only face you can pull, right?
Oh, dear.
It's more or less textbook from Spirit when it comes to playing a man advantage on Spirit's T side completely.
Donk's setting up a nade for the break. They're going to pop through this smoke into the Molotov. Just like that, Dark becomes Spirit. A good follow-up grenade. Na'Vi flashed their way in, though. Oh, that could have gone a lot better. There's still a chance, but coming through the B-long smoke, Alexi fires back. He's got something to say. Finally, with teammates on this B-bomb side, the captain can put up a double. He upgrades. 2-on-3 and Team Spirit bail.
These footsteps are heard by Alexi down in Dark, but Spirit don't have the time to go slow and cut off the info, right? They're trying to rejoin this bomb up with Shiro. So Na'Vi going to go and grab these guns down towards the connector, and now they can even look to catch players crossing. Shiro is not on this angle, so as Chopper crosses, if he gets stuck in that fight, would have got very awkward.
Oh, go. Repeat again, Shiro says. But he actually just moves. That timing couldn't be worse. All of Na'Vi coming in on a big flank. You're not going to expect 3 players. And if anything, there's incentive for Na'Vi to bait their teammates here, just so Spirit think they've killed the flank, when in fact there's even more. Will they take space in this post plant? Scared about Heaven more than anything, but a loud flank for Na'Vi. 2 already spotted, they're coming in.
Yeah, and they see the util now as well. They know that there's another man here. Shiro, 1v1, and he knows that Alexi's coming main. Someone was throwing those flashes, and it's Alexi eliminated. Shiro adds another clutch to the tally. This AWP just keeps racking them up. Team Spirit, 5-1 lead.
Yeah.
And they're able to regain control versus a low buy round around the saved AWP that was getting out of hand very quickly.
NAVI may feel like, you know, because we're making noise, Spirit know we're all here, but if Alexi's not throwing that util that was
Shiro recover yet again. This was a timeout from Spirit, who have a lot of money, but Heli wanted to get a couple of words in.
Got to keep it composed right now because Spirit, no shaky signs yet. No reason to stop believing. Got the AWP in A main now, and this is a nice change. Set up with Bit in the corner. Here's that A main take utility. It's not going to change much though. Bit still playing anti. Zontic's on his own. Should be a dead man here.
Yeah, he's got to hit that one, and yeah, wonderful will.
Do they just pop into B now, knowing where the AWP is? Oh, no one fires off that flash. Spirit are ready to go.
Chopper smoked off, but that opener, that is wild. Dog, just lays waste to the B site. One-man army. I was going to say, if he can get the kill, Chopper can suddenly come through, Dark. But man, Chopper's not needed. Donk just deals with them both. Wonderful's holding the cross, but the bomb's been thrown over. He'll get you the 2 entries, and he'll plant the bomb as well.
Sick. It's not supposed to be that easy.
Yes.
I feel like I play against a donk every facing game. IQ, that's what happens. That's what happens to me. But yeah, just, I mean, incredible. Completely dismantles the defense on his own. I don't even think, you know, the B players had any utility left in terms of an incendiary or a smoke, something to buy time for help to come in, right? Because once Wonderful shows himself and gets the kill in A main, you know that the reaction might come on B. Alexis shoulder peeking, kind of.
Yeah,
you know,
right. Like
he's not looking for that fight, but
don't worry, Yanko. You know, Dong. So you know, I'm not even joking.
Yeah,
even
true.
he couldn't do this against, you know, random Eastern European players. But he can do it against NAVI. He's an on-lanner.
Oh, out towards Dark. The molly somewhat stifles the aggression, but not really. It's allowed Zontix to slip in there all the same. Still, Team Spirit don't want to get put in a box. Stay up and leave that after applying a great amount of pressure. They know they've done damage. They've used a lot of this B site's util and a cash-strapped round for NAVI. And so Spirit, they can feel how in control of it they are right now, this round and the game. They know they've whittled through basically everything NAVI have.
They're going to split this site again. Resmoke at B-long, that's big. It's again up to Donk. Oh no, what a shame. He's going to have to run through this on his own. There's a lot of damage done through this smoke though, and forced out. Donk still finds that headshot. Nima's out of the picture. Backed up is Alexi, and NAVI must be considering save. It relies on Bit and the big flank for JL. They need to find some success on these flanks. Bit waiting out that smoke, soon to fade, and JL already saving. It's dead, it's done, he steps, he's gone.
Bro, I feel like Dongside just breaking the game right now.
He's 17, like last week. He's a week into 17. That's awkward. He's a week into being 17, and he is destroying right now. That's all you're gonna get, NAVI. Exits. Have them.
not much hope going into the second half. But hey, if it ends 8-4, you win the pistol, all of a sudden 8-7, you're on T side of Anubis. Like, that's what Blade is saying during timeouts, or possibly how they're encouraging each other, right? It's looking pretty grim now. Incredibly solid for such a young player in a sort of a tough role, right? Left to his own devices a lot of the time as an anchor.
Yeah, he's only 18.
Another B split.
Yeah, that smoke goes into block, and NAVI breathe a sigh of relief. Chopper tries his hand at lurking up through dark again, and this time is silenced now. That's all the util whittled through. As Zontix falling to this main push, this looks more like it for NAVI. 3 players left to get through. Magix, Shiro, and Donk lie in wait back at main. But for NAVI, this one isn't much of a guessing game. That push has allowed and freed up an extra player to rotate on in. Gonna need something special here, and what's got cooked up for us? Just the one. Magic's gonna get the trade at least. 2 on 3.
Time.
But very little time. They're not going to be able to do this one. The clock will elude them. NAVI finally put another round up on the board.
Oh my God, at what cost though? A shame, it feels like they could have tried to swing that together.
NAVI util.
We've seen this round, it gives Spirit both options. They can end A or B depending on what their lurkers find or what their mid presence finds. Right now it's still stacked over on the B side and Donk dies. It's more likely going to be camera to A. If Zontix dies, we're in trouble, but he takes two with him and they can just run through the camera, eyes to the sky, Spirit can plant. And just when you think NAVI have put down the player that matters most, it doesn't. Spirit are in for another.
Magix, even though he was loud on the rotate, still holds this line and is just able to delay IEM. Zontix then comes back in with his third kill in the round. The real saving grace for Team Spirit here when they lose that prong over towards the B site. He stands and delivers on his own over at A. Wonderful. This AWP save is not guaranteed, and they might even remove Alexi as well. You said a big save would be needed for NAVI if they were to lose this one. And they might never get the chance. It's just Alexi left. And Spirit are going for the throat. They're going for the jugular. They want to try and remove this gun. Alexi, they're right here, but they're going to bypass him.
It's whatever, it's whatever. You're saving one gun. It's not going to win you the round, given the way that Spirit are playing right now. And I don't just mean as individuals, but as a roster. I love that. Again, the options are just so open for Spirit with these defaults, with these really late mid takes. NAVI, they've tried playing aggressive mid. JL's been sniped. Bit's been cleared out at double doors. We're seeing Shiro screaming alongside Donk now. The energy is infectious.
The CTs want to re-aggress. He just shuts it down completely. And I like the timeouts from Heli. It's, even though they're up a lot, being able to finish them off, so to speak, means a lot. Like these rounds, we see how fast they can get away from you with pistols, so...
Nothing left unsaid for Team Spirit here. The play-in was swift, and the group stage starts strong. Can they destroy NAVI? That's the question. These next few rounds will decide the answer.
I mean, it's really impressive in a sense of how few gaps there are in their game.
Yeah.
Like you're watching this game throughout and not really seeing, oh, if this guy only pushed here, there was only an opening there. It seems that they're ready for everything. They cover each other really well in round.
Oh, this is good. Through mid. Could get out of hand, but Shiro repels it. And so you needed him to deliver something like that. This round kind of hinges on him doing that. And he manages it. Bit with the dual Berettas, an immediate dink, but a trade from Donk. Well recovered. Alexi on the M4 swinging on out. The round's not done yet, 30 seconds, and Shiro is a long way away. He's wounded as well. Magix, who's had a bit of a free ride throughout this so far, hasn't been required to step up, now thrust into the limelight. Has some util coming in that's going to cut off the camera rotation, or at least that's the design, but straight through it for NAVI, and only damage done. Shiro, 10 seconds, low on HP. He can't go for this.
Yeah, I think the biggest incentive is not giving them the AWP, to be honest, this late in the half. Just keep it yourself. Of course, the bomb's still back at the bomb site, and they knew Alexi was close. Oh, nice shot on the way out. Got one gun saved at least, but you could tell from Magic's crosshair, even when he did damage to IEM, didn't get a kill, immediately flicked down to the smoke. He was expecting the rifle, he knew it was behind it, but he just couldn't find either of the kills. If he could take down IEM, maybe Shiro would attempt. So, yeah, two of the three rounds, NAVI won the pistol. The other two rounds that they win are rounds that are decided by the clock, but Spirit are very close to winning. 2v2s that they don't due to the time. So, bye-bye. Well, not quite. It's Donk dead, actually. That's a change.
I mean, NAVI will take anything at this point just to give themselves some room to breathe in the second half. We were saying 8-4 on a pistol. Different story.
They set up wonderful well there, or IEM rather, with a flash. It's a nice trade out for Alexi, making sure they're making moves, but eyes on the A site. That's where they need to be.
It had great impact in that last round, but this one, he's just kind of missed the timings, right? Just looks away from main right as they creep in, and so he's already low. Suddenly the emphasis is on JL to stand and deliver, and he just bows out of there. They're going to have to tee up for a retake here. They have the man advantage, so they've got that going their way at least. For Team Spirit, they can't just afford to dig themselves in here. They've got to take a bit of space, and they're looking to work that now over towards Heaven. Where this crumbles is if Shiro isn't able to withstand the fights through camera, or they lose the Heavens, and Chopper at least holds on, but no reaction on the camera player. Shiro's got to hold on to main. He's got to keep his eyes about him, and there's one kill. Looks up to the Heavens, but Alexi's played his hand, and they know he's coming in through main. There just isn't time for Alexi B. Surely hops on the bomb now, but Chopper is here.
Out of time and out of luck. What a game for NAVI, right when you're ready to write them off. They pull a monstrous game.